go.
Hello and welcome back to Creative Stuff TV. Who the hell are you?
I'm Brent Spencer from Delhi Brand, and
And what do you do?
I am a graphic designer, and I work with company and their brands and distilling their company's meaning and purpose into their communications.
And is this some examples of your creative up here?
Yeah, there are a few bits and pieces that we hung up. Just
That's cool. And is this actually your brand here, or is that?
it's just things that I make. You know, like just experimenting with visual things.
So when you're managing your projects and trying to manage workflow, do you use any special tools or approaches?
Yeah, I use a pretty high-tech approach. It's called paper lists, notepads, and I mark them off with a pink highlighter when they're done. And then I send someone an email and tell them that it's sort of taken care of. And I actually do rely a lot on email.
Yeah.
I've got a massive email database spanning years, and search is so good on email these days. That
You just use that?
Yeah.
And you use Asana sometimes, you were saying?
Yeah, well, there are other tools that come up, like Asana is a pretty good web app that you can get on your phone. And it enables you to manage projects and set tasks, and that one's got no tasks in it. So you can kind of plot out a job and how things are going and see a timeline of the different stages of a project. So like on a particular job that I'm working on, I might set up an Asana page with a client, and then we can collaborate together there. Merlin is there's another program called Merlin Wizard, or maybe it's.
Check out how many bits of software he's got open.
And you've got the RAM. Yeah, I just tried to open it when I knew you were going to come over and say hi spontaneously. All right, so I haven't used it for a while. Anyway, so it's a Gantt chart project. Gantt.
Ooh,
chart.
Gantt charts. Can we have a
Gantt
look
chart.
at one of your
Yeah,
Gantt charts?
so I don't have it. It's like I haven't used it for quite a long time. You can edit this part out. Where we talk aimlessly about Gantt charts. Yeah, I don't have one.
But you use Gantt charts.
I could dig one up for you if I had some time to do so.
When would you be more likely to use them?
Mostly at the proposal stage of a project. I mean, when I had been in Sydney and there was more people working with me in my space, I had a project manager that would update it every couple of weeks, and it just helped us get a grasp on many more projects and layers to jobs and who had been assigned them. And the great thing about a Gantt chart is that if you need to assign a job and say that it needs to be done before the next stage can be completed, it moves the timeline along automatically for you. So it's very great to visualize the time you're going to need to do a job, and to communicate that to a client who doesn't understand why their delay is now affecting everything else in the cycle. So it's good communication.
Dependencies.
Right, exactly, and that's what they're called in the software. So that's probably like lingo that you know, and I thought it was a software term. Okay.
That's it. All right, thanks, Brent.
Okay.